How are you doing? This is the Underground Runaround. I'm your host, Brad Ross, back again with my co-host, Pav Daddy, and Keith Francio, baby. What's up, brother? How you doing?
Doing well. I'm doing well. Well, yeah, I can. I guess I'm doing all right. We got a first round bye. The Mets let a token go. Rangers are playing good hockey. Trying to go to New York this weekend. See that? Ain't nothing like going to MSG. Madison Square Garden is like, other than the fact that you got to pay an arm and a leg to do anything there. It's awesome. I love that place.
I've never been.
I'm trying to. I also when for the National this year. I don't think the Cubs are in town, but the White Sox are in town. And just the thought, something I know nothing about Southside, but something tells me it's a fucking dump.
Uh, going to any baseball game. Like if you like baseball, right? I could go to any game, but I mean, yeah, it's kind of ghetto around there.
Oh, great. I mean, I can go into any atmosphere. I'll be fine.
Yeah,
I know to shut my mouth for the most part and all that. But I saw that they were. I think they're playing a home game. I forget who it's against.
hopefully somebody worth watching.
But there's got to be everyone is probably going to want to go to the game while they're there.
It'll still be cheap.
Probably.
The tickets are always cheap.
What do White Sox fans like have to look forward to? Like, do they view the game like Cubs fans? Because like I don't remember them. Like I feel like they're hopeless. I feel like they're like the Cowboys.
I I think they view the game exactly like Cubs fans because they spend more time watching the Cubs and critiquing the Cubs than
Yeah,
their own fucking team.
I
No,
can't.
it just kills me because like when they like, oh, I don't even give a shit about the White Sox because we play them what fucking 6 games a year,
Yeah,
and it's like none of them really matter. And if we played them in the World Series, which I don't expect to happen, for that was their thing forever, right? That was always the fucking White Sox fan. Oh, you guys haven't won a World Series in 108. Now, what are they supposed to say?
yeah,
Because
they
it's like, and the funny thing is before they won a World Series in 2005 or whatever the fuck, uh, they had one of the longest streaks ever without a World Series championship.
yeah.
So like, it's pretty funny that we finally don't have to hear that anymore. But it's like, I fully expect the Cubs to be in contention before the White Sox are again.
That's what I'm saying. Like I look at that team and I'm like, what's the vision? I told you last year. I think the Cubs. I can see where they're going. I get it, and I see there's young talent coming up, and I get it. You got the Crow. The Crow is going to be a stud.
Can
The
I
Crow.
can I can I just cut everyone off for a minute?
Oh no.
Actually, I'm going to. I'm not going to ask. I'm cutting everyone off for a minute just to let you guys know exactly why the White Sox suck. This is Brad Ross of Underground Case Breaks, and I approve this message. The Chicago White Sox. You can go back and check the records. They jumped the fucking gun, signing free agents to go with their absolutely stacked and absolutely underperforming young core of talent. They went out and signed Dallas Keuchel and Grandal
Oh
and some
yeah.
other guys and spent a bunch of money early, thinking that it was time, and they were a few years away. They did it at the first sign of performance, and now you're at the point where those guys, well, Keichel's washed. Abreu, the core that they had intact, the veteran guys they had intact then are starting to age out. Abreu's gone. Is Tim Anderson? What's he gonna do? Are the young guys gonna keep improving, or are they gonna keep getting hurt? The White Sox are the White Sox were the absolute biggest joke outside of Oakland in professional baseball last year by a fucking mile. Oakland and the White Sox. And the White Sox are just by this wild underperforming, just the worst performance. On paper, that team should have won the AL Central by 25 games. And then they had to go play for real. What the fuck happened to the
And
White
they
Sox
were supposed to be good, right? Like decent.
Yeah, no, the White Sox were supposed to be the only
Supposed to
good
run away with that division.
That division sucks.
It's horrible.
And that team on paper was really good. They were so good that last year during spring training, on paper, they were so fucking good on paper, they were trading bullpen pieces. And then 2 months into the season, they're screaming about how god-awful their bullpen is. I mean, they went and made a trade with the Dodgers. They gave them Kimbrel and went and got the outfielder. I like him too, Pollock, right? Like,
yeah.
Pollock.
Now he just signed a contract with somebody else.
Yeah.
Cheap.
So, I mean, the White Sox were in a position this time last year where they were thinking they had surpluses, you know, and then they're not even in the race at the end. I mean, and the worst part is that's the worst division in baseball. So not only did you underperform, you underperformed against a bunch of absolute fucking scrubs when the AL East was eating everybody alive.
They really fucked up too because Kimbrel was like. He had a rough patch with the Cubs, and then he really got into a great groove and was fucking killing it. And the Cubs traded Kimbrel to them, and they fucking put him in the setup role, man, and left Liam Hendricks as the closer, and it just ruined Kimbrel again. And he just got fucking rocked and sucked for him. And
shout out to Liam Hendricks, by the way.
Yeah, now they don't have a closer at all this year, right? They're gonna have to fucking figure something out.
Yeah, I mean that sucks. The news.
What did that come out? I know that he has
non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Yeah, just recently. I don't know the details.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
I not to make light of it, but that shit's treatable.
Yes,
that's
very treatable.
It sucks though. Fuck
yeah, it's not fun.
No thanks.
No. I think that's what James Conner had that too. I think that's what he had.
I'd rather just not get kissed by death in any way, shape, or form, and call it good, preferably. Yeah, sorry about the White Sox. Just I don't want people to forget that. They were just Oakland is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic for how they're running whatever the hell it is they're doing over there. It's like a punishment to go have to play professional baseball in front of 2,000 fans that are there against their own will. When their AAA team's outdrawing them. It's just absolutely absurd. And we're talking about a team that 2 years ago was a perennial playoff contender. Like, even in the small market, they were still doing the right things in the front office to play competitive baseball.
They got Billy B.
And then all of a sudden, they just decide they're going to absolutely shit the bed and then have ticket prices through the roof. Like, is this their way of getting back at the MLB because of COVID? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Small market team, I don't know if they care. Are they getting enough? Like, how much does anyone, do either of you know this? How much does each team get, like, in the revenue sharing? Like, how much revenue sharing does each team get? Is it, like, dependent, or do they all get the same amount?
I think Pav looked this up last year.
Yeah,
when we were talking about spending, because I remember there was the spend talk, like, if the Mets are doing that $400 million, which thank God we're not now, but how it was split up, and I think
here you go.
Here we go.
Each team.
Yes.
Each team receives 48% of their revenue as a pool, which is then divided evenly between the teams. 3.3% revenue share. So, like, 110 million divided, 3.3% each. So, just that's fucked up.
You said 110 million?
Yeah, 110 million each.
Oh, 110 million each?
I suppose that'd be. Revenue sharing is distributed to teams resulting in more than 110 million in revenue.
If they're making $110 million in revenue, I wouldn't pay anybody more than the major league minimum either.
No, 110. I bet they're getting 110 each.
Yeah, so their payroll's what, $30 million, and they're making 110 as like just for free money for being a part of the MLB.
Yeah.
There needs to be relegation if that's
absolutely.
If that's what's going on, that's the only way you fix that. Because
I wonder, because revenue is not profit though, so I wonder what their operational fees are for, like, what their expenses are for Oakland.
It can't be
So
that much, though. I mean, I know there's a lot of travel and all that, but still.
But you figure how many tickets do they sell? Like it's easy for like the Cubs and stuff because they sell 3 million tickets a fucking year. So they got tons of ticket revenue coming in, and then all those people spend all sorts of fucking money when they go to the game.
So look
Or
up.
if you don't have the people going and shit.
Look up what the average like operational cost is for the what's it cost to operate an MLB franchise? That's the question then.
Yeah, because you have to go with average because they're all fucking different. I guarantee you, if big cities like Chicago and New York and stuff, it's got to be 3 times what some of these places are.
I doubt it. I bet it's pretty similar because they all have to travel basically the same amount. I mean, they all have to pay for just as many hotel rooms. The food thing, I don't know. I think that all depends on the ownership, like how willing you. Like, I don't know what the inside of every clubhouse is. I don't know. What is I don't know. That's why we're having this conversation. Anyway, we're gonna kick the old tea kettle on. So we got a tea kettle. We got to talk about this while Pap's trying to find out some information. Somebody sent this to me after the show last week. We were talking about tea, so it
looks so clear.
Electric base, dude. It's stainless unit. It's gonna have a light. Let's see if the light comes on. Oh yeah, you see it in my cup.
I see it blue. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the infuser thing. So this dude is cooking. When she comes to a boil, it's going to turn off. The light will turn off. And then I put the tea in there.
Oh.
And then we're going to party.
So this is from 2019.
What do you know?
So national revenue, 3.1 billion. Local media, 2.2 billion. Sponsorships, 1.1 billion. Gate receipts, 3.2 billion. Other stadium revenue, 925 million. Total revenue, 10.5 billion. Player cost, 4.6 billion. Team, 4.2 billion. Stadium debt service, 185 million. Total expenses, 9 billion. Operating profit, 1.5 billion. So
yeah, and they're splitting the profit
divided by
30.
So
right, it's like
50 million. What? No,
what'd you say? 1.5 billion.
Yeah.
50 million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Average per team.
Yeah. So, man, how does a team make money outside of the revenue sharing, like ticket sales?
Well, that's includes ticket sales and everything.
So how else do they make money?
Well, I mean, you figure that 50 million is the average, right? So there's going to be teams making 200 million, teams making 10 million.
The Athletics. Yeah, because they ain't making shit.
Right.
Do you know an A's fan? Do you know one?
Yeah, I know two. I think.
I don't know one.
I know one, and he's actually awesome. Yeah, I know two. Three Athletics fans. I've even seen quite a number of pictures inside that terrible ballpark. But the first one was an original customer of mine, and he gets autographs with all the dudes and stuff. He ran into Ricky Henderson. I saw him in the grocery store. He doesn't look for the dudes, but he's prepared. So he ran into Ricky Henderson in a grocery store, and Ricky Henderson agreed to let him go to his trunk and signed a handful of cards for him. Yeah, Ricky Henderson cards on deck.
Yeah.
But yeah, this pot's already starting to bubble. Oh yeah, it's hot. Oh yeah.
Holy shit, that's fast. That's pretty quick.
Yeah, it's getting foggy inside. It's definitely bubbling up. Yeah, that's the real deal, boys. We're making tea live on the Underground Runaround podcast. I got my cup. I got some honey and a spoon. I don't know if we're gonna go with the honey. I don't know. I don't know.
I think I have a fucked up palate or something because honey tastes like shit to me. I fucking hate it.
Well, here's the thing, and I don't know how much you know about honey or food or any of that, but they say I don't know what they say. I should stop right there. But that show Rotten, maybe on Netflix, it's a documentary about food. so much of the honey that they say is like real raw unfiltered honey is like fake. They like
No
did
shit.
the numbers on like how much a bees or like a bunch of bees can produce, and then how much honey is like in the world. They just said it's just not even mathematically possible for the population of bees to produce enough honey to satisfy like the demand for it in the world. So like it's all cut with like other shit. Like you're
Not like corn syrup and shit.
probably, yeah. I don't
Oh,
know. You gotta watch it. It's been years since I've seen that, but yeah, it's something like that. Like honey's not like this. This probably isn't even real honey. I was telling my wife some stuff like that. Specialty selected raw honey, lightly strained and unfiltered. But it says it's a product of the USA, Canada, Argentina, and Brazil. So I got fucking 4 different species of bees, and then who knows what else was done to that. But we're rolling now. I wish you guys could see the pot.
does it start off like little bubbles and then they start coming up?
They're all coming up, yeah, at the bottom.
You're gonna take a picture.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
I feel like I've seen these things, but I need one for my desk at work.
It's badass, dude.
The
Oh,
longer I can
it's
sit at my
just cut
desk,
off.
it's unbelievable.
It just
Okay.
cut out. So it's done now.
So the Athletics.
I sent that in the chat, Keith.
The Athletics stopped receiving revenue sharing
When?
in 20 as part of the 2016 CBA. But that changed when the league and the Players Association agreed on the new CBA. Okay. The Athletics will receive 25% of a full share in 2022, 50% in 2023, 75% in 2024, and a full share in 2025. And
So
like
they're cutting that 50 million down each time, or they're going to raise it to eventual 50 million.
Yes.
other
Or whatever
other
it is.
owners,
How are they functioning? You're
other
getting
owners were getting
25%.
pissed off.
Yeah, they should.
And then I read that they ran at a loss in 2021,
The Athletics?
8.7 million.
I wish it was more.
But that would explain why they traded everybody at that point. Said we ain't got any fucking money, dude. That guy's pretty rich though, huh? They're all pretty fucking rich. That's the thing. Even though they're losing money, the value of the team keeps increasing.
Yeah, it's true.
Weird.
Oh, look, he's now. That's loose leaf right there, isn't it, Brad?
Yes, sir.
Puts it in his little infuser and then puts it in there.
Yeah, dude.
Smelling it.
Oh, I'm just trying to make sure. It's dark in here. I can't see what the hell's going on.
Which one is that? What do we? Is that
Fucking
the berry?
vampire.
So it's nighttime, dude. So I kind of messed up, and they're all like single serve, so they're like only good for 12 ounces of water. So I'm mixing 2 together right out of the gate.
Two different flavors?
Yeah, dude. Fucking. I looked it up, dude. It says you can do it. You gotta pick
Are
the
they
right
both
combos.
green?
No.
Like-
So I'm going with a green and an herbal.
That sounds like that would mesh, though, right?
So
Like
we got
green, as long as
jasmine
you're
green, right? Green's just,
I
fuck
love
you.
that shit.
Green tea.
Dude, that's
All
where
right,
it's at.
good.
That's
Then
where it's at.
where we're gonna kick it up a notch, right? A little fucking emerald. Boom. Isn't
Little
that your
herb.
neck of the woods? We're going with the herbal raspberry nectar. You know what I mean?
There you go.
Sounds great, dude. I'm pumped.
Yeah, I just, I think I have like fruity ones, but that camellia, that
Holy
stuff.
fuck, dude! This smells good as shit.
Chamomile.
Of course it does. Chamomile. That's what it
He
is.
said, "Of course it does."
Dude,
These are the
that shit is
hardest bags to
so
open.
gross.
No, it
The
smells
wife goes,
incredible.
"Oh, that's popular." I go, well, "Who the fuck wants to drink this? It's got this." I don't know, something about it. It ain't for fucking me. So,
Dude, I saw we can run green screens on here.
Yeah, dude.
yeah.
Well,
They
okay,
probably look
so
like shit.
I didn't know how much you had to put in here, but like
I'm gonna do a green screen and wear a green shirt.
So it's just your head.
I'll leave. I'll just wear a green shirt. I won't actually have a green screen up. It'll just be my shirt. It'll be missing.
Oh, it would do that, wouldn't it?
I'll have my hands. I'll just keep my hands up here while we're doing the show.
All right, boys, we're steeping now,
Oh boy.
and I'm not talking about Miocic either.
Stipe.
Oh yeah, we're already turning into tea.
Oh, that's pretty quick.
Oh yeah, look.
Something tells me you put too much in there.
No, dude, I measured the water out to a T. The pouch, each pouch, is supposed to be for 12 ounces. I had to use 2 because I wasn't sure that if I put 1 in there, if the infuser would go down deep enough to penetrate the old water.
So there's 24 fluid ounces.
Yeah, we got 24 ounces of tea.
Okay.
How much was
That's a
that
lot.
super fancy fucking teapot?
I don't know. It was a gift, dude. I didn't. You don't ask about gifts. I don't
And
care
you
if
know
this
what?
fucking thing costs $20. I'm pumped.
Here's exactly what's going to happen. Pav's going to go on Slick Deals or Brad's Deals or something like that. He's going to go see if he can find one. Then he's going to send it, and he's going to be like, "Yo, check this out."
No, I'm sticking with my coffee. I
All
drink
right,
tea
well-
every now and then, but not.
This is it. This is the move.
I'm
It
not a
smells so
religious
good,
tea
dude. Just
drinker.
for the aroma in the morning. Oh yeah, it's happening.
This was my third cup, and I'm
Of tea.
digging it.
Of tea.
Yeah, since I got
And
home now.
It says you can reheat this stuff too, but it says it'll stain your pot if you like turn it back on. And don't.
Yeah,
clean it
well,
out.
according to you Midwesterners, it's okay to fucking microwave water too.
I mean, I just boiled water, and I don't fucking know how I did it, bud. I clicked the button right here, and the water boiled. So I don't know if that's worse than the microwave or not.
What if that was around in the Ross household back in 1999?
It depends if we actually had the electricity on. Or
Power.
not.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So the way that works, Brad, is you take an electrical circuit, right, and you put it into like a type of metal that is conductive but very resistant to conductivity,
Yeah, it's like
and
grounded
that
properly.
that piece of metal will heat up because
Right.
it's
Yeah. There was a reaction, and there was bubbles.
Pav the science guy.
Oh, Doug knows. So here we go. Here we go. I'm sure I've missed the tea talk. Oh no, Jake, we just boiled it. Sorry, buddy. We have 2 different chats
Yeah.
on the show.
And two types of tea.
Yeah, and then Mr. Yotag says, "Got me Yogi brand. Is Yogi brand the brand, or is that a flavor? Elderberry lemon balm deliciousness. Elderberry. We the kids. We have the elderberry around here. This shit is expensive. Do you know how expensive elderberry is? Like
What the
from
fuck
like
is elderberry?
from like a nature store,
Too expensive.
like a health food store.
It'll be one of those things people find out it's fucking cheap as dirt.
they're just making crazy money.
Probably. They're like, I mean, you take like a little cup of it, like a medicine shot of it, but this like big jar container is like $60. It's crazy, but like, I don't know. My kids are with their health and how my kids are. We have to be very careful about what we give them, so we try to do like.
I told you guys about the orange pills, right? Out in China. We went to this like mall in this it's right in this area where it's all brackish water, and they take these orange pills from these fucking orange trees that grow in the soil there, and they use them for tea. But like, we went to this mall and it was all these stores that just sold orange pills, and it looked like you were in a dispensary, man. It was just jars of old orange pills and shit. And like, there was a jar, it had like 30-year-old orange pills, and they were like $200 an ounce.
Oh,
Holy
shit.
fuck,
Fuck that.
dude. Yeah. Motherfuckers drinking some expensive old ass tea, probably tastes like feet.
What are you drinking, Pav?
Coffee.
Yeah, say you're a fucking sinner.
He's drinking
We-
creamer.
Is that what you drink? You Beyonce the fuck out of that thing or what?
I use it's called Natural Bliss, but it's like it's milk, milk cream,
It's the
milk cream
most
sugar.
berry
Sounds
sounding
like
shit.
natural calories, bro.
Well, I
That's
don't
what it
like
sounds
so like most of the fucking creamers that you buy is
Are
like
horrible for you.
vegetable
Yeah,
oil
they're
and all sort. So like I like to get the ones where it's actually fucking milk and cream and sugar.
Fair enough. All right.
So
I
if
won't
I'm
dog
gonna
on you for
drink
that.
it, yeah.
All right.
Except
Dude,
you're not supposed to be drinking fucking coffee. We made that pretty apparent
Yeah, dude.
last episode.
Yeah, we said whoever was here without tea was fired, and I mean we even told them 20 minutes before the show. So I don't know what we're doing with you now, Pav. But
Dude,
You got to get muted for 2 minutes. We got it. He's got it. Look, there he goes. He just walks
he just
away.
walked off. I mean,
He
the
walked off.
disrespect. Look at this. He can go to the
Give him a
bottom.
2-minute mute.
Keith, you've been
Give him a
promoted.
2-minute mute.
I don't know if I can do it without.
Look, he's got what is this shit?
I can kick him out.
I hate that shit.
Chamomile.
So gross.
He's
like
got tea bags though, like a little kid.
Yeah, but you didn't fucking.
This was the whole
use-
point of this whole tea conversation was to do the loose leaf thing.
And you know, show that you had tea. I got mine. I got
Yeah.
Bigelow. I'm drinking Bigelow right now. A little bit of just green, Bigelow green tea.
Yeah, green tea's
Fucking
good.
delicious.
But
I listened to task direction. You know what I mean? You said, "Hey Keith, we're gonna have some more tea on next week's episode." I said, "All right, Brad, sounds good."
Yeah, dude. And then
And it was real hard to remember that because it's goddamn delicious.
You're just supposed to dump this shit out. So there it goes, right there in the dude.
Mine's about done. I'm gonna have to page the doctor.
And I'll go clean it out when we're done here tonight and fucking have some more in the morning, you know? Pav
I'm
can
interested
just
to know what it tastes like. I need a
stay muted
flavor
down there, though.
flavor test. He
I
does.
need
He's
more
got it.
than
He's
one.
in a 2-minute timeout.
I need more than what I have. Fucking 2 minutes for bluffing, you know? All that bullshit he's spewing over there.
Yeah, look at him. He's talking to himself.
I don't even know what he's saying.
No, he's not actually saying anything. He's making it look like he's saying something. He's full of
He's
shit.
doing that thing again.
His
That's
lips made the same
old
yeah.
village trick, you know?
Yeah. You don't even know what's going on.
I don't know. Back to the world of sports, though.
you ever watch that movie
Yeah.
Goon?
It's amazing.
So, the BCS title game. What do you think about that?
Yeah. It's unfortunate because I think here's my comparison. BCS title game, right?
Fuck
That was-
Michigan.
Well, it's not even that. Michigan would have been a better game. No matter how you look at it. That's a real football team. Like, yeah, they had one bad game.
It's like
the problem with TCU is it really?
Yeah.
The problem with TCU is they are the Philadelphia Phillies of this year's MLB playoffs, right? They got hot and had a couple good games in a row. They weren't great all season. They barely won most of their games. They play in a shit overrated conference, the Big 12, and they just so happened to strike lightning in a bottle for a couple games. They had no fucking business playing a real football team like fucking Georgia. I think Georgia was the best football team in the country, but this year I'm just like, oh great, Georgia won. What do you fucking do? Because it was like same with the Phillies. The Phillies were not the best fucking team, even in their division, let alone in the NL. But they started hitting at the right time. They didn't have the best pitching. Their hitting was pretty good. Now I'm fucking terrified of the Phillies. But it was like watching that game. It's like, how the fuck do you keep viewership 61-5 or whatever, or 61 to was?
They said it was pretty
was.
low, right? In the ratings. It did
Yeah, I
pretty
didn't.
poor.
It good. First of all, anyone that's not a fucking SEC fan doesn't want to see an SEC team in it every year.
Agreed.
You are
Agreed.
either SEC
Yep.
or everyone hates you.
I'm not. Yeah.
And I like the Big Ten. I like ACC. I'm not completely against the SEC, but I fucking hate the way that they treat them with football. And every fucking kid wants to go to play football in the SEC. And it's like, all right. So next year, hopefully they get fucking rolled. Tide, put them back and humble them a little bit. Because I don't want to see Jimbo or any of those guys win. I certainly don't want to see Lincoln Riley win. Watching USC lose that bowl game I was fucking on cloud 9.
Let's find
Just
out
a
if
waste
this
of time.
tea puts me on cloud 9.
Yeah, I need to know the palate. What's it do?
Man, I forgot. I forgot what the fuck I got. Raspberry. Raspberry what? What was it? It smells good, dude.
Yeah, raspberry something.
Raspberry
and-
nectar.
Raspberry nectar plus Green jasmine.
Green jasmine, yeah.
Yep.
Plus combo deal. Steeped it for about 4.5 minutes. I was reading you can over steep the shit too. Did you know that?
No,
So
I
you
just leave that shit in there because
No, yeah. See, you're fucking up. You're fucking up,
Well,
dude.
it doesn't last that long. I fucking drink that shit.
It says if you do that, it's gonna end up bitter. You gotta take that out. That's why they bag on the video game. They go up and down because they pull that bag out. You know, like
You know, like
you
dip
don't
it.
just
I dip it. You dip the bag, but that also
you
disperses
dip
all
it.
the shit.
You don't leave it. If when you dip something, do you leave it in there? Is it like a dip and hold, or is it just an in and out? What are we doing? A dip set?
Well, that's like guys that would chew tobacco, leave the chew in for like hours.
Oh yeah,
I'm not that guy.
Yep.
I'm a
Oh,
15, 20-minute dip guy.
It's real
Back
hot
when I
though.
dip.
I'm afraid I'm gonna, it was
You're
just
gonna burn
boiling.
your fucking mouth off.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I'm not gonna be able to taste it. So
Well, that's why you let it touch your lips first, and then see how bad it is. Right? Your lips are more susceptible to a burn than your tongue. Your tongue, you burn that fucking thing at all, that's 4 or 5 days of misery. You got that little fucking swollen taste bud. Feels like shit.
the swollen taste bud has got to be one of the worst things.
It's
on Earth.
horrible.
Fucking terrible. The swollen
you
taste bud, Pav.
Yeah,
For real,
you
he's
can
not
see 'em.
reacting the way I would react to the swollen. A throbbing bud. Ooh, ooh, that's a bad day, dude. I'll go just scrub
terrible.
my tongue with a toothbrush for no reason other than to just like try and piss it off in retaliation for it pissing me off.
I
know,
hate it.
And I'm brushing twice a day. I work in my house. I have some pretty good hygiene going on here, and man, the fucking bump on the bud, no good. That's a top 5. Ooh,
I feel like there's another conversation going on here that I don't know about, and I'm too stupid to figure it out.
no,
You keep going the bump on the bud. Like, is there something I'm missing here?
no, the taste bud. That's
No.
that's got to be the most. The swollen taste bud's got to be the most annoying thing ever.
It is.
What they call the bump on the bud primo, right? Isn't that what that is?
I don't know. I don't think so. Where the fuck did we take this conversation to?
A primo
know.
joint. A primo joint is a marijuana.
Is it
joint
good?
laced with cocaine? I don't know. I've never done coke.
Yeah, fuck that.
I was talking about the fucking tea, asshole.
I can't drink it. 'cause
I've heard it's great, man.
Oh,
Chris Farley loved this shit, dude.
Oh,
And he's
God.
my idol.
Unfortunately, he did. It's probably
Yeah, now we got Kevin James.
Kevin James is a dick.
Dude, do you think
dude,
like
this is money. This is fucking
Is it
money,
good?
dude. Oh, dude, it's fucking. Hey, we'll see you guys next week. I don't know what you guys are
As
doing.
long as it doesn't have chamomile in it, I bet you it's fucking delicious.
Dude, the green jasmine and the raspberry nectar have combined themselves into something
Just
something
like that
magical.
word. What comes out more, the green or the raspberry?
Dude. I
the
think
coca
it's-
leaves?
It's the balance, dude. The raspberry's there. You know it's there, but it's only there. It's not there. It's there. You know.
See, that I could get on board with.
Yeah,
I could probably get on board
It's
with that.
fine here, but if the raspberry was here, it'd be a big problem. Now when it's back here, it's okay.
Yeah, like, I need a hint. I don't need the full fucking
Yeah.
exposure.
I don't know what's gonna happen when I actually edit the audio for this, for the audio people, but the YouTube and Facebook crowd will get the true audio that was there. I don't know if it'll in and out. I'm not a sound doctor,
Oh, it probably
if you
will.
will.
It probably will.
But yeah, no, I'm surprised how much I enjoy that, and I don't want to put honey in it, or like I don't feel the
Oh, that's
need.
good.
You know what
That's
I mean?
good.
I don't feel the need to doctor it up. I bet honey
tastes
would.
like shit.
Honey might be, or sugar, regular sugar. A little sweetness probably do it good, but I might even go lemon. Might even be a lemon route
Okay.
here.
Okay.
I have some lemons upstairs, but we can't. I didn't bring them down here because I'm an idiot. And my wife's probably asleep because she's been getting up early for the gym. With the kids back
Oh.
in school now, well, now the kids, it's routine time again. Gotta quit being lazy bums.
It's been rough.
Oh man, I didn't do a fucking thing while they were out of physically useful. I didn't do anything while they were.
You
But
take
you're
the
not
kids to school in
supposed
the
to.
morning?
No, they get on the bus like everyone else.
Damn.
Late December,
What are you
early
complaining
January is
about?
your time.
Well,
That's your time.
Vivian goes to preschool, so we take her, but Riley gets on the bus. Well, because my kid doesn't do anything on her own, so we have to talk, ADD shit before they take their medicine in the morning. Trying to get her to just stay focused long enough to do anything is wild, unless it's what she wants to do. We need you to like eating. Eating's her biggest problem. She needs to eat and she's hungry, but she just wants to like take a bite and do something and come back and take another bite. Like, no, baby girl, you gotta eat now, because you gotta go to school. It's a whole nother thing. But yeah, the BCS title game sucked. Absolutely sucked. What a joke. TCU laid a fucking egg.
Georgia fans were turning it off.
But I'm not blaming them. I would go if who's ever gonna say like, no thanks, we're not gonna play in the national championship game. So it's just, I don't know how that happens. I don't know how a top 25 matchup, a beatdown, is that bad. I don't think TCU's that bad, but whatever the fuck happened was atrocious.
They're not yet.
They're not. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're the number 2 team, but
I would say they're good. They're a top 25 football team, but they're not.
Right, but in a top 25
You're not
matchup,
in the same fucking class.
that should never
They're not in
happen,
the same
though.
class.
That's a fucking beatdown. You see they were eating fucking chicken wings and shit on the sideline, Georgia?
Dude,
you see that? The clip?
How embarrassing is that?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
That one Georgia defensive lineman, oh, you said we'd be 6-7 or whatever the fuck. No one said that. Everyone should have picked Georgia. I hate when people do that. They're like, oh, they said we'd be here. They said they'd be here. No, they didn't. No one said that. In fact, everyone said that Georgia's probably going to win the SEC, and they're going to win their division in the SEC because Georgia's division in the SEC is fucking hot garbage compared to the other division.
The SEC, man, what a snooze fest. We don't have to worry about the SEC because it's not football season anymore. What else do we got on the baseball docket?
Well, we'll get it out of the way. Yeah, you know what?
Correa's he's found a team, and the third physical was the charm.
You know we didn't get a new one. They took the one from fucking last year. They're like, hey, Carlos, we still got it.
Well, just pretend you never opted out, okay?
Yeah.
We'll call it an extension.
Imagine how dumb they probably feel because they signed him in the 1 or 2 year deal. You think they knew about whatever the fuck the Mets and the Giants?
I don't know. Maybe they did. And maybe they just didn't care. I don't know. Well, because it's all private, like, does anybody know what the actual details are? Like, I know it was something with his leg, right?
Yeah, it was a surgery. It was a surgery that he had done before he even
He had a metal plate.
Yeah.
It was like in high school.
The X-ray image that they supposedly had looked like a fucking bionic leg.
They said they'd already seen fucking. Let's try to say this word correctly. Degradation, right? It's already degrading.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking like all these teams, they said they figure 4 years. After 4 years, he'll really start slowing down big time.
So he slowed down last year. Said the teams all had numbers that showed he slowed down last year, and they expect the next 4 years to be like, after that he's going to be really slow. So
that sucks. But that being said, I don't give a fuck in 4 years if he's slow. I need him the next 2 or 3, 1, 2 or 3 to be good, and he fucking is. So that's the whole thing that pisses me off. I don't give a shit if Carlos Correa sucks in 7 years. Can you win me a championship now? There's certain teams that are built to win now. We are one of them.
No, you're not.
Not any No, but that's the thing, right? Correa, what do you get? 200 mil, right? 200?
Yeah.
And he has possibility of making more, right? So he took he ended up obviously getting less in his contract. He can make more, which he's not fucking going to, because like you said, if most teams are seeing something, there's a reason for that.
Why aren't
But
more people drinking tea? I mean,
I
what
fucking
are we
ran
doing
out.
here?
I got a little left. What's cold?
How many
but
calories are in a tea? Do we know? Can't be that many.
No, can't be a lot at all. I don't know. Here's my packet. Bigelow green tea with mint.
Shout out to Bigelow.
We
Holy
got
shit,
0 in that fucker.
Brad, it does say steep for 3 fucking minutes on the
I
back.
told you, dude. It said there were
man.
2 different types of teas, where one tea was like 3 to 5 and the other one was like 4. Or
Yeah,
2
this says 3.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
dude.
the Bigelow family says we hope our tea delights you.
And you've been over there just fucking bittering it to all fucking shit.
I just leave it in. Look,
Yeah,
there's 2 separate tags on this one.
Yeah.
Because there's 2 tea packets in here.
Yeah. And it's all fucking
That's for my last drink.
oversteeped, bro.
You know what?
Maybe I'm
this
one of
is
them weird fucking guys.
This has gone so far. I got a special guest for us. We're gonna bring my fucking brother-in-law on. He's straight from fucking England, and you guys could talk to him about drinking fucking tea.
Probably not, dude. Probably not. It's probably not going to go well, because they probably like. I don't think. I don't know if I'm going to take their tea drinking seriously, man. I don't know.
And who the fuck are they?
The UK.
They drink tea their way. We drink tea our way.
Yeah.
If I want to steep this son of a bitch for fucking eternity, because that's the way I like it, that's the way I'm going to do it.
What are they going to tell me? I can't use my electric fucking water cooker?
I don't know. Maybe he'll be impressed.
I mean, maybe, but he
Wouldn't
that be great?
Better come impressed.
Yeah.
We're impressive around here at the Underground Runaround.
Real talk, though. I have to get your opinion on it.
This is fucking amazing, but yeah.
I'm gonna try that.
Yeah.
I'll branch off into the fruitiness.
Raspberry. What I say that shit was?
Now I still forget.
Raspberry and jasmine fucking green tea.
Jasmine green. I know.
And raspberry. Some descriptive adjective.
Nectar?
Yeah.
See, I hate that word. I hate nectar.
I agree.
I don't like that. I don't like. Oh yeah, it's like fucking. It's like moist.
It is nectar. Moist is fine. Moist describes
moist
a delicious cake.
Yeah, tiramisu I had at our government.
I like my cake
facility
moist.
today.
Hopefully
moist.
your fucking turkey and chicken are moist when you get them.
Oh yeah.
Nobody likes a dry turkey or
Hell
chicken.
no.
Someone's wife is probably going to listen to this and get pissed off, because I think
She needs to fucking learn how to cook.
Pav.
It's the moist word, Pav. It's got nothing to do with their dog shit cooking skills, bro.
They might get mad, you know. They like their fucking turkey dry. Or at least they say you do, because that's how they make it.
Oh no, that's terrible. That's why there's extra gravy. Try and fucking revive it. You know what I mean?
My poor dad, they stopped letting him cook the turkey because he always dried the motherfucker out. Said, nope, you can't do Thanksgiving anymore, dude. Nobody can eat your fucking turkey.
They just cut him off, huh?
Yeah.
With Correa, did you have the Mets as number 1 in the NL East?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know, man. It's hard telling. Because they did make a pitching swap, but they had one signing. The fucking outfielder. Nemo?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. That one was the just reach of a century. I'm sorry.
No
Mets
Cubs fans. Listen, no Cub fans allowed to talk about signing outfielders. You're not allowed. I don't want to fucking hear it.
Why not?
You wouldn't rather have the Cubs outfield?
Yeah, what do we do?
No, Hayward. That's why.
What's wrong with Hayward? He won 2 Gold Gloves for us. Just because most of the Cubs hate his contract? Or the people?
He was fucking horrible.
We're still paying for him. I'm good with it. We're not playing him. He's gone. Guess what? Next year, that money turns into Dansby Swanson. So we get to go sign a new Dansby Swanson next year because his money's off the books. I mean, it's great. It's terrific. I love the way it's playing out because the Cubs spent the money now, which proves to me that they're already going to have some money to spend next year. Why would they, why would you be like, oh,
wasn't the Dansby deal
the Cubs
too?
I love the Dansby deal. It's a little bit more than what the Hayward deal was. It's like the Hayward deal, but in today's market. Maybe even less money than Hayward's deal in today's market. It's like, what, 7 and fucking 184 or something like that was Hayward's.
The Cubs were in win now mode when they signed Hayward, and they won the World Series the following year. I mean, his first season with the Cubs. So even though he wasn't very good offensively,
right?
What do you think we're doing with him? Maybe this is a sign. See,
I think you guys got a hard road all the time. It's never easy for the Mets. So
it has nothing. Well, it's never easy because
the fucking dude, the NL East is tough as fuck. That's the fucking best division in the National League, right?
It's
best division in baseball. Who's got a better division in baseball?
Is it the AL East?
Fuck off.
The AL East?
With who? The Yankees? The Yankees aren't as good as any of the top 3 teams. They're not better than Mets. What part of the Yankees is good? You lose Aaron Judge, you're done. That team is over. That's it.
Okay.
Season's over.
You still have Toronto and the Red Sox. The Red Sox had a bad year. They're okay. The Red Sox are fine.
The Red Sox are garbage.
They're fucked in a few years, but they're still okay now.
Toronto's a good team.
Toronto's great.
Nobody matters in the AL till they.
And you still have Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay always competes. How do they do it? I'll never
compete.
Know. But it doesn't matter. They're gonna perform somehow. And Baltimore, what has Baltimore got cooking? Dude, they got it cooking.
I hope
Baltimore secretly has
want them
cooking.
to be good.
And then they got a few more studs coming up through the pipeline. I mean, they got a couple of bona fide dudes. They got Grayson Rodriguez as a pitcher coming up, who's good. And then not Bannon, not Gunnar Henderson. They got Gunnar Henderson coming, and Gunnar Henderson moved up a great deal this past year too.
They're high. They're really high on Kjerstad too.
Yeah,
like I guess he was smashing. So,
but they're Baltimore.
It doesn't. I mean, one of them dudes performs, and then even at worst, they have a guy to trade out to get some more talent. It seems like the talent they have is coming together at the right time. That some of their actual homegrown talent is gonna be big league ready.
When's the last time Baltimore made back-to-back postseasons?
Well, they didn't make the postseason last year.
I'm just saying. Like, when's the last time they had a team that contended
I don't
annually?
know.
Like with Raffy in them, right?
Yeah, it had to be.
It's been a long time.
Because Chris Davis, he never was. They were never a playoff team with him. Right?
Early 2000s, maybe.
Miguel Tejada.
Oh man, Miguel Tejada.
Who knows how old he is?
They didn't trade DL Hall, right? That other pitching kid they got.
I don't know.
He was good. So they got him, Rodriguez coming up. They already got some good, decent pitching, young pitching.
Oh yeah, I mean they're the AL East. I mean, you just went from shitting on them to agreeing with me. How fucking
No. I don't agree. I still don't agree with you. Their best team.
Can any of them beat the Astros?
No, absolutely not. Because the Astros are going to find two more fucking dudes we've never heard of this year. They're going to pitch 200 innings.
Do you think the team that wins the NL next year comes out of the NL East?
Well, I thought
100%.
that.
100%.
No,
unless the Padres, if they can
how much worse did the Dodgers get?
The Dodgers got worse.
Yeah, but how much worse?
Trey Turner worse.
Turner. What else?
What's their pitching?
They lost a pitcher or two.
Well, yeah, and what's his name's not going to be.
They're still going to compete though. Oh, Trevor Bauer. Where's Bauer going to go?
They said Houston is fucking wants him.
Houston wants Bauer.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I'll get shelled.
You saw the Red Sox lost story too, right?
Yeah, but they said it's not like year ending. He's gonna miss some time. It's not like a whole on Tommy John or anything like that. I think 6 to 8 weeks is what I saw.
No fucking way.
Yeah, it's not. It wasn't
I
a
thought
big.
it said 6 to 8 months.
That's
Yeah, yeah, dude. Trevor Story could miss 2023 season after undergoing elbow surgery.
He'll be back by the All-Star break.
No fucking way, dude.
DH,
Won't matter.
man. Anything's possible.
That team's gonna suck.
Ohtani was DHing.
Said he experienced elbow pain just before Christmas.
The fuck was he
Oh,
doing?
yeah, okay.
Vigorously masturbating? I mean, what the hell?
Okay. I wish I believed that one.
Here's
blow
what
an
it
elbow
says,
out.
Brad. It says he went through a modified version of Tommy John surgery that has a quicker recovery time. Players who undergo the surgery usually miss between 4 to 6 months.
Oh yeah, he'll
Okay.
be back in
That's-
May.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad
He's
at
a
all.
world-class
In
athlete.
May, it says 4 to 6. Yeah, he'll
4
be
to
back
6.
in May.
He'll be back in
It's
May.
going to be
bro.
a 6. Would be
If
I'd say
baseball players.
July. They'll bring him back after All Star.
If it was me,
Yeah.
I'd be
If-
back in fucking April. Like, fuck that 4 to 6 months. It's time to go. DH, what? He can't swing a bat? Come on. Better get that shit right. What? It's his back arm? I don't know. He should be all right. He should be swinging a bat in like 8 weeks.
It's his throwing arm, isn't it?
Yeah, he's good. That's not his lead swinging arm. He's good. He's not attacking a ball with that arm. It's good to go. Let him hit. Story's got to get that average up anyway. What the hell happened? Left fucking
God
Coors
damn.
and does what everybody talks shit about leaving people playing at Coors for. Hey, Keith. We're gonna top off here, dude.
Dude, I'm
Funny.
jealous. I'm
Oh
jealous.
my goodness, dude.
I should have brought like a pot holder in here with the kettle.
Oh yeah, you hear that at home, folks? Yes.
What,
with
you
the
got a
ASMR
12-ounce mug?
shit.
It must be a little bit more because I didn't pour it this full last time. There's still a little bit more in there. I don't know how to get it out. I'm gonna need you to get up out of this kettle, please.
Dun, dun. All right. While Brad's finished pouring that,
Yeah.
we're going to do something here.
Uh-oh.
This weekend, we have our first round games for the 2023 NFL playoffs. So, we'll go around, get everyone's prediction. Now, if we remember correctly, my predictions are fucking useless. Per MLB. They were the worst by far, not even close. And I think Brad had the best. And I think Pavs were also shitty, but not as bad as mine. So,
I don't even watch the NFL, so this is gonna be awesome.
well, that's you're probably gonna win then. That's like when it's like when people are
shit.
picking out their brackets, right? All right, so we have San Diego, Jacksonville. Who are you taking? Battle of the Hair.
I want to take Jacksonville. I have to. I'm riding with the Jaguars, dude. I love
Jags.
the stretch they're on.
All right, we're gonna write all these predictions.
I mean, they're on fucking fire right now. Jacksonville's won like 8 out of their last 9 or something. They're just. Trevor Lawrence is still not playing great. I've watched them the last 3 games because I thought Trevor Lawrence was one of the best college football players I've ever seen. I'm not saying to ever play, but that I watched play college football. He was so fucking good at Clemson that I know college doesn't translate to pro, but quarterbacking does for the most part. Now, especially more so nowadays. It translates better now. The game, I think, for the quarterback position, because the NFL game's a lot more mobile than it used to be.
The way he plays, I agree with you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I mean, terrible last year, all the bullshit going on behind the scenes in Jacksonville, and then they started off terrible this year, like 1-7 or something. And their first round pick last year, Travis Etienne, missed all of last year. He was fourth, or I'm sorry, he was 9th in running backs for yards from scrimmage in the whole league. So fucking good for him. You know, so they got like 2 first-round picks this year with the defensive linemen. They turn it around. They're cooking right now, and Trevor Lawrence is playing good football. I mean, they don't have the best weapons. Like, I don't think Christian Kirk's a true number 1 wide receiver or anything like that. But
No, but he's been playing well.
But you know, you'd like him to get another receiver. He turned Evan Ingram into a stud. Evan Ingram, that's where the numbers are. He was fourth in receiving yards for tight ends this year. And when's the last time you heard anyone talk about Evan Ingram? He was this big, promising young guy, and then he disappeared off the face of the earth. He resurfaced in Jacksonville this year. So I don't know if they're gonna win. You know, everybody loves Herbert, but Herbert's a dude you only see on the highlight reel. I don't watch Herbert. I just see Herbert highlights, and then the Instagram boys go nuts for Herbert. I don't know if he's a good quarterback. He could be like Phillip Rivers and just throw for a ton of yards and never win. I don't know. So I like Jacksonville. Plus, Jacksonville's at home. They won the division. It's a home game.
Yes. So you got Jacksonville.
Yeah, that's probably my most looked forward anticipated game this weekend. Believe it or not, Saturday night game.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers in that one.
Just for everyone's reference, this is kind of just the way we're going to run things. I'm writing predictions on the back of the shittiest human being in the world's card. That'd be Kayvon Thibodeau. So I'm going to write the predictions
on the card.
On the card. All right.
Who'd you have?
Kayvon Thibodeau. He's a piece of shit. Who? Me or Brad?
You, Keith.
He didn't pick yet.
I fucking hate Clemson. I don't mind Trevor Lawrence, so I'm going to take San Diego.
I get it. I don't like Clemson either.
I can't stand him. I hate fucking Dabo.
Trevor Lawrence is so good.
I think he relies
how
on
you feel about Trevor
fields.
Lawrence is how I feel about Joe Burrow. I've never seen a kid in college, actual quarterback, play like that.
Yeah, Joe Burrow's terrific too. No, I take Joe Burrow in that class for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how people people love Herbert.
Okay, does anyone think that Miami's going to upset Buffalo?
No way.
No.
Nope. Not with your boy Tua being out.
Nope.
Buffalo.
Oh yeah.
Buffalo.
What's
the spread on that game now? It had to have gotten bigger after that announcement.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, because Thompson's starting, right?
Yeah, they're toast.
Which one you want? Who you want next?
Let's go with San Francisco, Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
This should be very easy, but I don't know if it's going to be as easy as everyone thinks it's going to be.
I don't think it is either. It's the year of Geno Smith, dude.
Imagine if he goes
Geno Smith fucking waltzes right into Seattle and breaks fucking Russell Wilson's records. With the extra game, whatever.
Who's Russell Wilson?
Terrible now.
What garbage.
Absolutely terrible. I mean, it's the Niners, but I would love to see the Seahawks pull it off. Both of those teams have caused the pack so much agony in the past.
That's why I can't stand San Fran.
I don't like either of those teams.
Who's going to QB for San Fran? Purdy?
Yeah, he's been destroying it, dude. Mr. Irrelevant. Fucking killing it. Doing his job, just managing the game and making the most of his opportunities. He doesn't have to perform good though. The Niners defense is the real deal. I mean, that's a formidable squad of humans, and they got Christian McCaffrey now. Ooh.
Who you taking, Path?
San Fran.
Yeah, I mean it's the Niners.
Okay, this game, I've seen way more people pick the upset than I thought. G-Men Vikings.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's not the Giants winning that game's not an upset, but I think the Vikings win. But it's not an upset. Okay. If New York wins, that's not an upset. The Vikings are one of the most inconsistent teams on planet Earth,
and they play in a shitty division.
I don't know, dude. The North was pretty good.
No, North isn't horrible.
The Lions were.
The South is really bad.
Yeah, I mean.
Because they all play in a shitty division. They had the fucking Bears to beat up on. the Packers weren't that good. They wouldn't have won anywhere if they made it to the playoffs, and the Lions wouldn't have won anywhere if they made it to the playoffs.
Yeah, the Lions are a good football team. The
They're
Packers
better
are a
than the Packers.
good football team.
Yeah,
The Packers aren't that good.
There's worse
That's
divisions.
three.
So,
Yeah, that's
Good.
3 good football teams in
Mhm.
one division. I consider that
Mhm.
decent.
Yeah, you could do much worse, like the NFC South, the AFC South.
Yeah,
Fucking-
the AFC South. Historically
Southern.
is the worst
How is
division
Southern
ever.
football so bad? They get the warm
Right?
weather,
Yeah,
and they can't play fucking football. It's unbelievable. But the Vikings win the game. I love Justin Jefferson, Kirk Thuggins. I mean, I've always not hated on Kirk Cousins like everybody else does. He
Isn't
cracks
that
me-
weird?
He cracks me up. But I don't think the Vikings are for real. They're just inconsistent. They're good,
incredibly. Yeah.
but they're wild. But the Giants are the same thing. That's why.
What time's
That's why
that
I
game,
think
Brad?
it's 3:30 Sunday.
Oh,
So-
he's gonna win.
Who?
It's not a night game. Yeah.
I mean, maybe. But the thing is, the Giants are the mirror image of the Vikings.
The Vikings have a better
The
defense.
Giants just don't have the skill players. I mean, they have Barkley, but the Vikings can run the ball too. So that's not, But receiver, the Vikings are better. Daniel Jones kind of coming into his own this year
Yeah, he's played well.
without
I'm happy
the
for him.
best of talent. So you don't
Yeah.
know. So
Good for Danny Dimes. Good for him.
I mean, it'll be a fun game to watch.
All right, so you did go Vikings though, right?
Yeah, Vikings win.
Pav?
I'll go Vikings. I think their defense is a little better than the Giants. I think if
Okay,
you had a good defense, you could pick, get
A couple interceptions on Cousins, but
Vikings are at home.
the Giants don't have that.
All right, and last but not least, which I think may be a hell of a football game.
No, there's still two more.
There is more?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, the other one's not going to be a good football game. This one might be.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
The piece of shit Cowboys against ageless Tom Brady. It's a toss-up. This is literally a toss-up.
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's not
What
at
if
all.
Tommy shows every year? I hate
No.
that son of a bitch.
Tommy,
Every
So here's the
single
thing.
year.
the
As long-
Buccaneers win that game.
As long as Dak doesn't throw 4 interceptions, fucking Dallas stomps them.
Not.
Stomps them.
Dude,
Dallas has
you've
Dallas
got
has-
blinders on. You're just like, oh, I hate Tom Brady so
No,
fucking much.
Dallas
is gonna
has
kill the Bucks.
the right defense to play against the Buccaneers. It's a matchup thing. The Buccaneers can't run the football. They started running the football the last few weeks of the season with no-name people, and Dallas has a decent secondary in Micah Parsons. So if they get into a situation where they have to pass the football 50 times like Tom Brady's used to doing, I think Dallas could force some turnovers there. I mean, it's very. I know why it's the Monday night game, because Tommy gets in his little mood. He could. I don't know. The Buccaneers. This team isn't the team to make Tom Brady look good with an incredible defense. So yeah, I hate Tom Brady. There is no doubt about that. But Dallas is a superior team on paper if Dak Prescott gets out of their way. I think Dak's terrible. I think Dak's just fucking one of the most overrated quarterbacks ever. Garbage time stats. It's just I'm not a big Dak guy. But I think
He's
they
also
win.
not
They have
consistent enough.
Yeah, they have 2 fantastic running backs, and I think they have the secondary and the linebackers to get it done.
2 fantastic running backs.
Yeah.
You're out of your fucking mind.
You don't think Zeke's any good anymore?
Garbage. Absolutely.
Toast. It's too old.
I
He
like
still
Pollard.
performs, though. I'd have to
I
look,
guess
honestly.
3.8 though, dude. That's trash. That's trash nowadays.
3.8 is still a first down.
I agree.
It's trash.
He had
Not good
12
enough.
876 and 12 touchdowns.
He's a
What do
red
you
dude.
think? What do you think league average rush is?
It's way under 876. And he missed some time too, I think.
I don't think he did this year. I feel like this year he was actually
Yeah, he
because
only
had
played 13 games this year.
Oh.
Zeke. I mean, it's his first time being under 3.9. Don't try and church it up with your 3.8.
Wow.
3.9 is league average.
No, his
What's
average
league
this
average?
year.
League average is way over 3.8. Way over.
What's Saquon's
It can't.
average?
What's
this year?
way over? It can't be way over.
Let me tell you this. The 29th team in the league averaged 3.8. The 29th team.
You're
in the
talking
league
okay, but
3.8.
yeah, you're talking about team rather than running backs, dude. Quarterbacks are going to skew that number
And
bad.
oh yeah,
because
they
they
get
don't count
sacked.
sacks. No, the sacks. It's not like college football. They don't take rushing yards off sacks in the NFL. So yeah, the team per carry thing skewed. That's why I'm like, what do you mean? How much more?
All right.
Average can't be that much. It can't. It can't. League NFL running back average.
Pav, are you taking the Bucks?
Yeah, I'll take the Bucks.
Ooh, like so we have 2 different picks. That's not bad.
Dallas doesn't show up in the playoffs.
They don't. They're fucking choke artists.
They fucking.
They
Dude.
really are.
Dak and Elliott both suck in the playoffs. They're fucking garbage.
Last game,
I mean, whatever. I don't. Okay.
AFC North battle. Bengals, Ravens. Pretty much a rematch of last week. No Lamar.
Yeah, it's the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals
It's
are on
not,
a
yeah.
revenge tour.
And they look really good.
Yeah, they're cooking right now when they need to. So, yeah, I'm with it on Cincinnati.
Pav, you taking the Bungles?
Yeah. Yeah, I think Lamar Jackson's overrated.
I mean, he's not even gonna play. So
He's not going to play.
There
He's
you
not
go.
gonna play.
what else we got? Anything else? National treasures this week.
NT. There it is. There's the picks on the top and bottom of the card.
Got the picks. So national treasures baseball. We're supposed to have it today. We already filled a case and almost 2, but UPS isn't cooperating with us, so that's unfortunate. But National Treasure is one of my favorite products. Yearly, it's top 2 for unlicensed. It's tied with Leaf Trinity. I don't know which one I would give the edge to in product because
You're right though. I can see.
The problem is Leaf Trinity has those patches,
Oh, filthy.
but
patches.
it's 95% prospects.
Very true.
So in the National Treasures, you get prospects. They snuck a lot of prospects in this year. A lot of draft dudes, a lot of top draft guys. Jackson Holiday,
That's a game changer.
Jackson
Yep.
Holiday's in there. Elijah Green, Thermar Johnson, I saw on the checklist. They even got, wait for it, Jack Leiter in the National Treasures baseball this year, and he still doesn't have Topps autographs anywhere. And now he has Panini and Leaf autos. So what did he do to Topps where he's not going to get a Bowman card? Or what did Topps do to him where he's like, no thanks? I don't know what's going on with that. That's the most fascinating thing to me is the whole Leiter situation. But you got, I believe I saw Kumar Rocker on there too. Could be wrong, but Treasures, you get the legendary material too. I think that's the kicker. You're going to get shit like Addy Joss, like 1908 shit, where the material, it's old. It just looks old. And it's cool. You're gonna see some really cool stuff come out of those cases, and I can't wait to rip them. And UPS needs to get on their shit. Crazy booklets. I mean, we've pulled some crazy shit. I pulled a triple in 2018. I pulled a triple laundry tag 101 Shohei Ohtani out of Treasures with the autograph on it and everything. Three tags on one card. It was ridiculous. And that was Ohtani Mania was for baseball people. Ohtani Mania was a real deal before the boom. People went nuts for the Ohtani, in the Angels, and the Angels spot price was like so much more than everyone else back then. But like it still wasn't crazy. Like the pricing was still way different than it is today. So
Way cheaper, you mean?
it's just way different.
Yeah.
Way different. But yeah, I mean, obviously everything was cheaper back then, so you can't just attack breaks in that fashion, Pav, with your fucking Cubs hat and your blue shirt and your fucking hair that's dried out by now, so we can't even talk about it anymore.
No, it's hockey flow.
Look at the lettuce.
Dude, I'll tell you what, if you ever saw anybody in sports with the last name Pavic, they're on fucking skates. I'm just telling
That's
you,
good.
man. So I gotta represent with the hockey hair.
Huh. Hockey
I'll do it
hair.
eventually.
Is that like
Minnesota
bowl
State
cut?
Hockey Championship.
I guess that nowadays it's fucking mullets, right? Everybody's rocking
Yeah.
a mullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fine.
But
I'm
got
pumped
National
for it.
Treasures baseball. I think Topps Chrome Update Sapphire dropped on Topps today, and I think everyone missed it.
Sold out. Yeah.
I was at the gym when it dropped. I had a tab open. I was waiting for it, but then I had an opportunity to go to the gym. I went and did that. What else? Spectra Football, super expensive. I have one box. They offered additional at a price that was just absurd. I couldn't even think of a way to make it work where I wouldn't lose money trying to move it. People still paying $800 to $1,000+ for hobby boxes. Or
Unfucking believable.
it's not 2020 anymore. Please stop doing that.
Football is the worst.
It doesn't cost that much. Like, stop.
Look at mosaic boxes. Like all these things are ridiculous. It's fucking
Please
ridiculous.
stop. And for what?
Exactly.
For what? For
You're
who?
looking for
who, I should
one
say.
or two guys. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, you pulled a wide receiver. What do you fucking do? What's that going to be worth? A quarter of what the QBs are going to be worth for a month, maybe. You know what I mean? It's like all people care about are quarterbacks. So it's like,
and then,
uh-oh.
excuse me, I'm getting tired. It's past my bedtime. Is this the sleepy tea? What is it? What the hell's going on here?
Oh, that's got caffeine in it.
Well, it ain't working. It's delightful though.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Chick for the teapot. What else did I say? National Treasure, Spectra, Chrome Update Sapphire. Oh, and Hoops. NBA Hoops basketball. It is the first release of the 22-23 season in NBA uniform. So all of the newest NBA draft class. I just had an auction finish up for a 10-boxer tomorrow. Got an auction on eBay for 10-boxer the following day. Go bid or don't. It's going to sell either way. Go bid, though. It'd be cool. We could hang out and talk about basketball cards. I haven't done the numbers. I don't know if I'm a winner or not, but hopefully I'm not a loser. That's always the game you play on eBay. Don't be a loser. But Hoops isn't the craziest product. It's a lower end product, but it's always the first product of the year in the NBA uniforms. It gets the people, gets their palate wet. It's like an appetizer product.
Yep.
It's like a opening day or a big league, but with autographs. You do get one per box, and sometimes there are some nasty hits. Like, don't get me wrong, it's like more like a Don Russ, I guess, for baseball people.
Yeah.
Or I mean, really for Don Russ people too. You can get some nice stuff, but more than likely you won't. You'll get some base cards and a ton of base cards, and that'll be about it. But it's fun. It gets the season going, but it seems like it's late this year. We're already into January. So I don't know. The release calendars of the old normal are just not the same anymore. There's so much 2022 baseball that still is going to come out here in the first few months of 23. Like Finest next week and Flawless Baseball. There's just a ton of 22 that we haven't seen yet. And I was always under the assumption that wasn't even acceptable. Like, I was always told you had to release all the 22 shit by the end of the calendar year for baseball. But there's a new era ushering in with Fanatics and what have you. So, hey, flexibility is good, but I would like to see the schedule get back to normal. I would like Finest in May. Finest is like the kickoff to the spring, like when the weather starts getting nice. It's Finest season, baby. Let's go. 100 card set. It's a nice little rip auto. Oh man, I love Finest. Get some good vet autos in there. It's a good product. Checklist is always fun. It has mystery autos and stuff in it, but mystery autos in January 23 of a 22 product seems a little redundant.
Yeah.
How much fucking mystery is there going to be now?
So how far away is best?
It says February, I think, last time I checked. I don't know. Sometime in February. I haven't seen an order form for it or anything, so I don't know. We got anything else though, boys?
I'm good.
We ran longer than we planned on, but who knows? Once we got into tea time, all bets are off. Folks, this was another episode of the Underground Runaround podcast. I'm your host, Brad Ross. Pav Daddy's down there doing Lord knows what. Keith, my partner in tea, Francio. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I hope you guys had a great time. I'm going to be back next week with more tea.
Let me know when it's fucking gelato week, all right?
Yeah, no, we won't. Have a great night, everybody.